Hello students, Standard 11th, Chapter number 6, the Browning version. It is a chapter, actually it is a drama type chapter in which there is a boy whose teacher gave him extra work and also instructed him that come and show me your extra work on that and that day. The boy completed his task to leave his practice, to leave his other activities and completed his task. And when he go to school to submitted his homework at that time, he come to know that the teacher who gave him extra work, who gave him homework, who was not present in the school. What was the effect of the boy and how his mind was going at that time, we will see into this lesson. I told you that it is a drama and there are some characters, Frank and Teplow. This is an expert from the Browning version. The Browning version is the whole book and it is a part that was taken from that book. So, it was not the whole story, but it is the part that was taken from the whole book Browning version. The scene is set in a school. Frank is young and Crocker Harris, middle-aged. Frank, who was a young person, and Crocker Harris, both are the middle-aged person. Both are masters, it means both are teacher. Frank and Crocker Harris, both are the teacher. Teplow is the boy of 16 who has come in to do extra work for Crocker Harris. Teplow, who was a student, I told you that. And Crocker Harris gave him extra work, so he come into school to see his work. But the later has not yet arrived and Frank finds Teplow waiting. Frank, do I know you? At that time, when Crocker Harris was not at the school, he was not present at that time, Frank attempted him and asked him that, do I know you? Teplow, no sir. Frank, what's your name? Teplow, no, I don't. You are not a scientist, I gather. At that time, he assumed that, are you a scientist? No sir. I am still in the lower 5th. No, I am not a scientist, I am just in lower 5th standard. I can't specialize until next term. That's to say, I cannot be a specialized until the next term. It means there is a time to become the my finals. That's to say, if I have got my remove all right, if I get my all remove, it means whatever CATI I did, I gathered that I clear it, then after I came into the next level. Don't you know if you have got your remove? No sir, Mr. Crocker Harris doesn't tell us the result like the other master. It means our results are not declared. Any other classes or the other classes results were declared at that time, but Mr. Harris or Crocker Harris did not declare his result to his classmates, to his class student. So the students didn't know that whether they are pass or not. So the person, it means the Teplow also don't know that whether he went into the another semester or not. Frank, why not? Teplow, well, you know what he is like, sir? Frank, I believe there is a rule that from the result should only be announced by the headmaster or the last day of the term. At that time, when the Teplo, Frank told him that he may not declare the result because there is a rule that only the last day of the term the result will be declared, or the headmaster only declared the result. It was the school, it was the rule. Teplo: yes, but who else pay attention to it except Mr. Croker Harris? At that time, he said that, where is Mr. Harris? I don't, I admit, but that's no criterion. So you have got to wait until tomorrow to know your fact, have you? At that time, Frank told him that Mr. Harris was not presented in the school at that time, so you have to wait till tomorrow. If you want to know your destiny, if you want to know about your fact, your luck, then you have to wait for a day. Yes, sir. Supporting the answer is favorable. What then? I am ready to waiting. Oh, science, sir, of course. Frank: yes, we get all the slackers. Teplo: protestingly, I am extremely interested in science, sir. Frank: are you? I am not. Not at least in the science. I have to teach. At that time, Frank asked him that, are you a science student? I am not. In the science, I have to teach. Teplo: well, anyway, sir, it's a good deal, more exciting than muck. It means indicating the book, there was a subject. He said that science is more interesting than your subject that you read, muck. What is muck? At that time, Teplo answered him that, ancient sir, the Amazon. Are you considered view that Amazon is muck? At that time he asked that, are you said that it is a boring subject? Well, no sir, I don't think the play is muck exactly. I am not thinking totally that exactly it is the boring subject. I suppose in a way, but it is my assumption that it was the boring subject. It's rather good plot, really. He told about a novel that was read by Frank at that time, and he said that it was a boring novel. And Mr. Frank told him that, how can you say that it was a boring novel? Then he explained that a wife murdering her husband and all that, in this story that you read at that time, in which a wife murdered his husband, I only meant the way it's taught to us. Just a lot of Greek words strung together and 50 lines if you get them wrong. If you stuck from that words, then 50 lines if you get them wrong. You sound a little bitter, Teplo. I am rather, sir. When the Teplo told about the story idea, the plot idea, at that time his language is little bit bitter. So Mr. Frank told him that you sound bitterly. At that time he answered that little bit, not completely. Captain: no sir, extra work? Extra work on the last day of the school? At that time Frank asked him that, in the last day of school you got an extra work? Teplo: yes sir, and I might be playing golf. If I did not get an extra work at that time, I might be playing the golf at that time with any other students, like any other students. The students of my classmates playing golf, with them I also play golf if I not get the extra work on that day. You would think he have enough to do anyway himself, considering he is leaving tomorrow for good. But oh no, I missed a day last week when I was ill. So here I am, and look at the weather, sir. At that time Teplo clarified himself that He was absent on the last week and that's why he got an extra work and the weather is not good. So, though he come to check his extra work which was given by Crocker Harris and who was not present in the school year. Bad luck. Still there's comfort. You are pretty well certain to get your remove tomorrow for being a good boy in taking extra work. Well, I am not so sure. That would be true. The ordinary master, alright. If there is any ordinary master, it was alright that I will not come to see him the extra work. But he is Mr. Crocker Harris, so I have to come. They just wouldn't dare not to give a chip or remove after taking extra work. But those sort of rules don't apply to Crook. Mr. Crocker Harris, I asked him yesterday outright if he had given me a remove, and do you know what he said, sir? At that time, when Mr. Crocker Harris gave me extra work, at that time I asked him that if you not give me extra work, is it not okay? At that time, do you want to listen that what will be his answer? No, what? Imitating a very gentle, rather throbbing voice. It means he was imitating Mr. Harris' voice. My dear Taplow, I have given you exactly what you have deserved. No less and certainly no more. Do you know, sir, I think he may have marked me down rather than up for taking extra work. I mean, the man's hardly human. He breaks off quickly. Sorry, sir, have I gone too far? At that time, he was imitating his voice and said that, Taplow, whatever you deserve, that I give you. I am not give you less homework, I am not give you more homework. Neither less nor more. And you know that you are going to down day by day. You are not going up. And that's why I have to give you more homework. That's why I really want that you come up. And for that reason, I gave you extra work. For taking extra work, I mean the man's hardly human. Sorry, sir. Have I gone too far? Yes, much too far. Sorry, sir. I got carried away, evidently. Oh, Taplow. Yes, sir. What was the Crocker Harris said to you? Just repeat it, would you? At that time, Frank again asked him that what Mr. Harris told you. Could you repeat it again? That you said me before some time. Imitating again. My dear Taplow, I have given you exactly what you deserve. No less, no certainly no more. Looking so, not in the least like him. Read your nice ankyllions and be quiet. With dislike ankyllions, it's a subject. Look, what time did Mr. Crocker Harris tell you to be here? Now tell me that. At what time Mr. Harris called you to come here? 6:30, sir. Well, it's 10 minutes late. Why don't you cut? It's now 6:40, so you should leave here. You could tell him that I come but you are not there, so I come at home. You could still play golf before lockup. Really? Oh no, I couldn't cut. I cannot go. Cut shows here to go out, to નાસી જવું, ત્યાંથી ભાગી જવું. Cut the clock. Mr. Crocker Harris, I shouldn't think it's ever been done in the world. Time he has been here. God knows what would happen if I did. He would probably follow me home or something. If I cut from here, he would follow me at my home or whenever I was. So it is better than I am here and waiting for him. I must admit, I envy him. The effect he seems to have on you boys in the firm. You all seem scared to death of him. What does he do? beat you all or something? Good Lord, no. He is not sadist like one or two or the others. I beg your pardon. It means I am sorry. It is my begging to you that a sadist, sir, is someone who get a pleasure out of giving pain. Who is called a sadist? That kind of person who get pleasure to give pain to someone. It is that kind of person called sadist. Indeed. But I think you went on to say that some other masters. Well, of course they are, sir. I won't mention name, but you know them as well as I do. Of course I know most master think we boys don't understand a thing. But sir, you are different. You are young. Well, comparatively anyway, you are science. You must know what a sadism is. What is sadism that you have to know? Good Lord, what are your schools coming to? Anyway, the croc isn't a sadist. That's what I am saying. It is not like that our sir is like that kind of person who get pleasure to give trouble to someone. Our sir, our teacher is not like that. I am not considering my teacher as a sadist now. He wouldn't be so fronting if he were, because at least would show he had some feelings, but he hasn't. He is all swiveled up inside like a nut, and he seems to have people to like him. It's funny that I don't know any other master who doesn't like being liked. Frank. And I don't know any boy who doesn't use that for his own purpose. I don't know any kind of boy who use that for his own purpose. It means he is becoming selfish at that time. I don't know that kind of boy. Well, it's natural, sir, but not with the croc, Mr. Crocker Harris. Mr. Crocker Harris, the funny thing is that in spite of everything, I do rather like him. I know that he is strict person, he is any other fault in him, but I like him. I can't help it, and sometimes I think he sees it and seems to shrivel up even more. I am sure you are exaggerating. No, sir, I am not. In the form of the other day, he made one of his classical joke. Of course, nobody laughed, but nobody understood it. When he told jokes in the classroom, it was a classical joke, so nobody understood it, and that's why nobody laughed in on his joke, myself included. Still, I knew he had meant it as fun. I come to know only that after ending of the joke that he want to laugh us, and that's why he told that kind of joke. Still, I knew he had meant it as funny, so I laughed. Out of ordinary common politics, and feeling a bit sorry for him for having made a poor joke. Now I can't remember what the joke was. But suppose I make it, now you laugh, sir. Frank laughs. At that time, he also added that I don't remember exactly what was the joke, but if I told you the meaning of the joke, you will laugh on that joke. In a gentle, thorny voice, Teplo, you laughed. At my little joke, I noticed. I must confess that I am pleased at the advance your Latin has made. I am pleased at your advance your Latin has made, since you so readily have understood what the rest of the form did not. Perhaps now you would be good enough to explain it to them, so that they too can share your pleasures. The door upright and pushed open. The Millie Crocker Harris enter. She is a thin woman in her late 30s, rather more smartly dressed than the general run of schoolmaster's wife. She is wearing a cap and carries a shopping basket. She closes the door and then stands the screen, watching Tableau and Frank. It is a few seconds before noticed to her. Come along, Tableau. Do not be selfish as to keep a good joke to yourself. Don't be selfish. You have to tell your good joke to us also. Tell the others. Breaks off suddenly, noticing Millie. Oh Lord. Frank turns quickly and sees, infinitely relieved at seeing Millie. When Frank showed Millie, he was being relaxed at that time. Oh Hullo. Without expression, Hullo. She comes down to the sideboard and puts her basket on it. Moving up left of the Frank, whispering frantically, do you think she heard? A whispering like that. Shakes his head comfortably. Millie takes off her cap, hangs it on the holstone. I think she did. She was standing there quite a time. Before long time, she would be there and she would be here to us. That what our conversation going us between us. If she did and she tells him, there goes my remove. If she told Mr. Crocker Harris, then I will be gone. My cutout is only there. What will be happen? Nonsense. He crosses the fireplace. Millie takes a basket from the sideboard, moves above the table and puts the basket on it. Waiting for my husband. Oh yes. He is at the Bursars and might be there quite a time. If I were, I would go. Doubtly. He said most particularly, I was to come. Well, why don't you run away for a quarter of an hour and come back? She unpacked some things from the basket. Supposing he gets here before me. At that time he was asked that, are you get the things for me? Millie smiling. I will take the blame. The blame that you did on Mr. Crocker Harris that I take. I tell you what you can do a job for him. Take this prescription to the chemist and get it made up. It is my job that whatever prescriptions I gave you, go to a chemist shop and take the medicines to me. Alright, Mr. Crocker Harris, he crossed towards the door upright. Here, we completed our lesson. There is a poem, Childhood, that we will see into our next video. Have a nice day.